Adobe Photoshop. For decades, this program has been the standard tool for editing and creating digital images. The same software your uncle swears he knows how to use because he once removed a wrinkle from a photo. It began in the late 80s as a simple image processing tool and slowly grew into a massive suite capable of layered compositing, retouching, and full digital painting, layer by layer, like a very expensive onion. What sets it apart from free alternatives is the depth of its tools and the consistency of file support across professional printing and publishing industries, which is a fancy way of saying it just works when the deadline is in 20 minutes. Most creative agencies still build their entire workflow around it, proving that even in a world full of shiny new editors, some habits are simply too deep in the industry's DNA to quit.
Microsoft Office 365. This is the subscription version of the familiar Word, Excel, and PowerPoint trio that has been quietly running the entire professional world since before some of us could tie our shoes. Unlike the older one-time purchase versions, it now updates constantly and syncs across devices, which mostly means your unfinished spreadsheet will haunt you on every screen you own. Its real value comes from compatibility, since nearly every business document format on Earth is built around what these programs produce, and opening a Word file and anything else usually ends in formatting chaos nobody asks for. For most professionals, paying for it isn't really a choice anymore. It's basically a toll you pay to participate in modern office life.
WinRAR. Long before operating systems learned to handle compressed files on their own, this little program quietly became the unofficial gatekeeper of every zip and RAR file in Windows. It never technically forces anyone to pay, offering what might be the most generous unlimited trial in software history, complete with a guilt trip pop-up that has been running since roughly the beginning of time. The licensed version simply removes that nagging reminder and tosses in a few extra features nobody really asked for. Its staying power comes from doing exactly one job: compressing and extracting files, and doing it so reliably since the mid-90s that an entire generation just assumed the pop-up was a permanent feature of the internet.
ChatGPT Plus. This subscription unlocks priority access to OpenAI's most capable models, which is a nice way of saying you no longer get stuck behind everyone else asking it to write their breakup texts. It also throws in faster response times, file uploads, image generation, and custom instructions, so the assistant can remember you prefer bullet points instead of relearning your personality every single conversation. Its popularity surged as people realized it could help with coding, writing, and research all at once, quietly becoming the coworker nobody hired but everyone somehow relies on. What started as a fun chatbot experiment has now become something suspiciously close to essential office equipment.
Canva Pro. What began as a simple drag-and-drop design tool has grown into a real contender against heavyweights like Photoshop or Illustrator, especially for people who wouldn't know a Bezier curve if it introduced itself. The paid version unlocks a much bigger library of templates, stock photos, and premium fonts, along with a background remover that has quietly saved millions of amateur Instagram posts. Small business owners, social media managers, and students make up most of its fanbase, largely because it lets anyone produce something that looks professional in about the time it takes to microwave leftovers. It's basically design confidence, sold as a monthly subscription.
CapCut Pro. Originally built as a mobile editing app, this software eventually made its way to desktop and quickly became the unofficial engine behind half of the internet's short-form videos. The paid version removes watermarks and unlocks premium effects, transitions, and AI captioning, so creators can stop pretending shaky jump cuts were an artistic choice. Its real appeal is speed, letting anyone go from raw footage to a finished, trend-ready video faster than it takes to decide what to caption it. If short-form content had a favorite tool, this would be the one bragging about it.
And that's the lineup. If one of these just made you rethink your entire download folder, drop a like and subscribe if you want more videos like this.